Darryl Doane, is that Darryl?
I must add before we begin that I had cataract surgery and I no longer need glasses. And I shaved off my mustache after 35 years. My grandchildren haven't seen me yet, but I told my one granddaughter, Ava, who's 6 years old, I said, Ava, and she calls me Papa. I said, Papa's not going to have glasses, my hair's going to be shorter, and I'm going to shave off my mustache. Well, her response was, well, you're not going to look like Papa. So that remains to be seen. I will have that meeting with my grandchildren coming up shortly. I was asked to do a hip pocket speech, and I thought of this idea of the charge of the Light Brigade about 3 or 4 weeks ago. I thought it was appropriate when I was kind of put on the spot here because the motto of the Light Brigade is death or glory. So this is going to be a death or glory speech. And what a hard act to follow, I must add. I was inspired by the charge of the Light Brigade from an old movie starring Errol Flynn, the 1938 movie called The Charge of the Light Brigade. And I was just taken in by that film. It still today holds up, by the way. It is one of the greatest charges ever filmed. They actually took 600 people and filmed this charge. And Errol Flynn was widely known for doing his own stunts. It's an incredible piece of photography and artwork. But the neat thing about this is that it's a true story. The Charge of the Light Brigade is an 1854 narrative poem by Alfred Lord Tennyson about this actual charge at the Battle of Balaclava during the Crimean War. And he was the poet laureate of the United Kingdom at the time of the writing of the poem. 1854. This poem came out within 1 month of the charge. That's pretty phenomenal for that period of time with no high tech, no internet. I don't even know if they had typewriters in 1854, but the thing is that they got this poem out to the public within a month after the battle, and it just caught on. It caught on. It was, I think we could equate it with Remember Pearl Harbor, Remember the Alamo. It became the battle cry, and the people embraced it, and it was it just fueled the fire. So here is The Charge of the Light Brigade by Alfred Lord Tennyson. Half a league, half a league, half a league onward, all in the valley of death, rode the 600. Forward, the Light Brigade. Charge for the guns, he said. Into the valley of death rode the 600. Forward, the Light Brigade. Was there a man dismayed? Not the soldier knew. Someone had blundered. There's not to make reply, there's not to reason why, there's but to do and die. Into the valley of death rode the 600. And I must interject right here. There was a blunder. The orders were misunderstood, the orders were miswritten. History is uncertain about exactly what happened. Somebody thinks that one of the officers rewrote the orders that were given. The Light Brigade was supposed to withdraw. They rewrote the orders saying, we're going to attack. And it turned out to be a massive, wonderful blunder for the Light Brigade. Even though they suffered incredible losses, it turned the tide of this battle. Cannon to the right of them, cannon to the left of them, cannon in front of them volleyed and thundered. Stormed at the shot and shell, boldly they rode and well into the jaws of death. Into the mouth of hell rode the 600. Flashed all their sabers bare, flashed as they turned in air, sabering the gunners there, charging the army while all the world wondered. Plunged in the battery smoke, right through the line they broke. Cossack and Russian reeled from the saber stroke, shattered and sundered. Then they rode back, but not the 600. Cannon to the right of them, cannon to the left of them, cannon behind them volleyed and thundered. Stormed at with shot and shell, while horses and hero fell. They that had fought so well came through the jaws of death, back from the mouth of hell. All that was left of them, left of the 600. Where can their glory fade? Oh, the wild charge they made. All the world wondered. Honor the charge they made. Honor the Light Brigade. Noble 600. This poem always had some special meaning to me, and again, as a child, watching that early movie with Errol Flynn. But the fact that these people embraced that motto, which is the motto of the Light Brigade even to this day, death or glory. They knew that this was something that they had to embrace. It was their mission. You know, my son served in Afghanistan as a soldier, and he said, Dad, we never got involved in the politics. We had our mission. We were loyal to the mission, and we did what we had to do. And I could see that in the Light Brigade as they had to ride forward and charge. That was their mission. That's what they had to do. They were totally, totally dedicated to that mission and to the quest that they had before them. Mr. Toastmaster.